Hi and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with panning look number 1 from Palette Palette, the Nudes by Maybelline. I have applied my base, so I will show you the products I have used. So for primer I've used this by NYX Pore Filler. Today's foundation is this by Catrice in the color Ivory Beige 005, and I used the concealer by Catrice called Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the color Light Natural 005. Powder, I use this by Kix. For bronzer I've used two from the Highlight and Contour palette by NYX, but I have depotted the palette because you can take out the pans, because they have made that you can buy them the colors individual and refill the palette if you use one up before the others. But I decided to take them out and put them in a C palette, because my palette, the lid is broken and it was not fun to use that way. So I have this little squared C palette in leopard print. It's very nice in this leopard print. I have 3 of the contour shades in this one because they don't fit all 4 of them. So I have the one with pan in the biggest C palette that I have. So I've used this one and this one as contour on my cheeks. And blush and highlight come from the Butt Naked NYX palette. If you didn't know, it also has a drawer with highlights. I use this one for highlight and this one as blush. And the second spray is this one that I got recently by L'Oreal. It's called Shake and Glow. So time for the eyes. I'm using this eyeshadow primer by Lumine called Nordic Chic. Use that. Maybe a little too much. Get some in. Apply that. I think I got a little bit too much. That happens sometimes. A little bit on the lower lash line. I will have a makeup wipe to take off the extra on my fingers. And the Nudes palette don't have a lid shade like my color, like a nude shade. So I'm using one from this palette by Catrice. I'm using this one to set the eye primer a little bit on the crease and brow bone. So I don't want to set it on my lid, so I want it to be sticky for the shimmery shade I'm putting there. I'm using that Catrice nude shade to set it so it don't crease, and it is easy to blend. Now it's time for the Nudes palette. So my focus are these three here mostly. So I'm gonna start with putting this on my lid, and then this one in the crease, a little bit in the outer V. So I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm using a flat brush like this. They just been cleaned last night. It's always nice. So I'm going in and like filling the brush. It's like when you paint, you have to fill the brush well. Then I start in the inner part. This shade is very neutral shimmer in it. I do like that look as well. Thinking if I should repress this eyeshadow, because it's really hard to pick up now from the sides only. I have to really scrape it off with my brush to get something. It's very... You see a little bit of shimmer on my lids. Little bit. Trying to build it up a little bit. I haven't washed the angle brush. I have this one by with Technique. I think that will work good as a crease brush today, since that one is downstairs to be washed. So taking that light brown, place it a little bit in the outer V and the crease. Same on the other side. Finding the outer V, the outer corner, and then I pull it in, blending it up a little bit. Again with the light shade. Makeup is a lot of going over and over. Blend. So put a little bit on the lower lash line when I'm doing the line on the outer V. Give it a lighter shade. Just want to have it blended. And I'm gonna go in the darker brown and put on the outer V and a little bit in the crease as well. These are getting very dry because it's getting old, so I'm tapping off the excess so I don't get fallout. So done the base already. I don't want to have that. Just going over where I put the lighter brown shade. Check if they're a little bit even. Yeah, actually, yes, at least a little bit, right? Not easy. So I have this eyeshadow brush cleanser. That's how it looks like now. I think I'm gonna go in with the light brown again and put that a bit more in the crease to clean up a little bit the sides. Then I sometimes go in with the nude shade again in the Catrice palette. Take that. I do here on the side to blend it up a little bit. To blend it out. Then I go into that white light shade again and put on more on the lid, because some have been blended away. Then I put a bit on the inner corner, and then under the brow. I will take this brush again and take some of that lighter brown, put on a bit more on the lower lash line. Intensify a little bit more. See, my battery is getting low. So that's the eyeshadow look that you have seen a lot in videos recently. And this eyeliner, I'm gonna use this by Urban Decay. It's a bit loose nowadays, so I'm just go over on the lash line. For brows, I'm using this one by Isadora. And the mascara I'm using is by Isadora. Looks like this, the brush. It's not my favorite. That's one coat. Like I said, this one I need a mascara to give a lot of color at once, so I don't have to go over many times because I make them stick together. But since I'm blonde, I do have the finest hairs. Many. I guess these ones are good for people who already have a little bit bigger hairs. So I don't want to go over them too many times, but then they get stuck together. And I most times do it like this. So I feel like also eyelash curler, make them stick together. So I like using my fingers instead. That's 2 coats. And I'm not gonna do more because then they will be more together. But I have bought it, so I have to use it up. For lips, I'm gonna take this one by Isadora. So that's the finished look. So that's my panning look number 1 that I've done the most so far. A good everyday look. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you next time. Bye!